Welcome back. You're watching Market Pulse. This is a special segment, the F&O segment. Well, Agam's here with all the action in the derivative space. Agam, what's it looking like today?
Now we are back to levels where the Nifty is flirting with the 6560 levels, and with that, at least as far as the Sensex is concerned, we don't have much in terms of addition towards open interest, just about 0.2% added there, but at least when it comes to the Nifty, we have a little more with the kind of strength we were looking at this afternoon. About 6.5% added when it comes to open interest. A lot of longs building up now and right now, and given the fact that the activity has shifted back above the 6500 mark, we are also looking at, in terms of the most active options, in the 6600 call, where we've seen a lot of buying coming along. On the other hand, more writing building up when it comes to 6500 put. The put call ratio, of course, continues to remain around the mark of 1.2. Not much has changed there, and so we have about 12 puts for every 10 calls in open interest for now. But it's where the activity is where the most active options, or rather stock futures, lie, and it's Infosys for that matter. We're seeing a lot of shorts building up right now. We did see some amount of longs building up earlier last week, but for now that has come into a lot of weakness. Sun Pharma too, you're seeing a lot of shorts for now on the back of sentimental reasons. BPCL, on the other hand, are adding a good 5 to 6% towards open interest, so a lot of longs building up there. Overall, very mixed cues, but for now we are actually looking at benchmark indices back testing new highs.
Alright, thanks for those updates. Agam, as to what we're picking up right now. Here you can see BPCL clearly one of the other stocks that's in focus right now. Well, joining me now is Bhavin Desai of Motilal Oswal Financial Services. But before we get his strategies in the F&O space, we also clear our viewers' queries and doubts on futures and options. And today's query is from our viewer Anil Arvind. He wants to know, when the VIX moves higher, does it mean the market is bracing for a fall? Bhavin, your explanation for this?
A couple of things. The straightforward answer is not necessarily, but the odds are always in favor of a VIX moving up and the market moving lower rather. This can be statistically proven with a decent 80% kind of correlation between negative correlation between Nifty and the India VIX, or implied volatility in general. Now, does it always mean that? At times it doesn't. That is I guess the appropriate answer that I would have. Sporadic moves, but extensively large moves on either side could lead to an increment in India VIX. Something that we witnessed just now. Similar thing was witnessed back in September 2010 when Nifty moved up from 5300 all the way up to 6000 just in one series. These are some of the times where only few instances in the history of Nifty when we've seen Nifty moving higher and India VIX also moving higher. So the odds are always in favor of Nifty falling when India VIX is moving up, but keeping only that particular variable in mind, you should not trade. That is the advice.
Alright, in fact, if you want to learn more about the world of derivatives, you can email us at fnospotlight@bloombergtvindia.com, and we'll get experts to decode derivatives for you. Alright, let's get a quick check on the markets and the way it's panning out right now. You're talking for gain of roughly around 0.5% is what we're seeing in terms of the benchmark indices currently. But one pocket that's extremely excited is the oil and gas segment, and specifically the OMC pack. I just want to run you through the performance right now. BPCL, IOC, HPCL, all these three counters have been on fire. Take a look at that. BPCL up almost 8%. You got IOC up almost 6.5% or so. HPCL also having a good run, almost a 9% rally on that counter is what we're tracking right now. And don't forget, Reliance Industries and ONGC also, beyond the OMC pack, have been trading pretty firm. The RIL is up almost 1.8. Pull up ONGC, which is up almost 3% now, is the kind of gain that we're seeing. So the oil and gas clearly seeing some kind of activity as far as today's trades concerned. But Bhavan, what's the broader call in terms of markets out here?
Right. As far as the broader call is concerned, all the way from 6350, 6370, which remained an upper bound for last few months, from there to wherever we stand today at 6550, 6540, roughly all the 200 point move or 3% move for the underlying index, and large moves for individual pockets in the stock space. Everything has had more to do with short covering rather than fresh long creations. So while the view remains positive, the activity on the Nifty futures and options side has been on the positive side. But a cause of concern is that this entire thing has been led by short neutralizing open interest activity rather than fresh long creation of interest activity. So be a little cautious, participate into the rally, and try to reduce your horizons on the trading ideas as much as possible, so that in case if there is going to be at least a respite out of or rather of this particular rise, then you're not caught on the wrong foot.
Sure.
So bullish but a little cautious is the view.
Banking stocks is something that you're looking at, Bhavin. Any strategies there?
PSU, as time and again people have been saying across the channels and across the times, that this is one space that has been hated a lot in last few months, if I have to say. And this is one pocket where we've seen extensive amount of short covering. SBI, one of those stocks where we've seen similar activity. Now we have to remember that just in one go of 5-7% kind of increment, chances are that you might not have seen the entire amount of shorts getting covered. So there is the short bias which is still lying in there, and chances are that might just continue if the market holds up here. And keeping that particular thing in mind, not committing ourselves to a longer term trade, but it makes sense to try and get something out of this particular momentum by going long on 1700 call right now, trading about 40 bucks, keeping a stop loss of 30 rupees and looking for a target of about 60 rupees in a couple of sessions.
Bhavin, since we're talking about large cap space, I want to get your thoughts on two counters that are in focus right now. Infy has been hammered down on the back of the news that we picked up in terms of the cautiousness of the management. We once again highlighted stocks down 7.5%. If you've got any stats on that one, and among the OMC pack, the ones that's in F&O, BPCL, 8 to 9% higher is what we're seeing right now. Massive up move coming in the oil and gas pack as well. Any thoughts on these two stocks, Bhavin, as far as Infy is concerned and BPCL?
Right. I'll go first with Infy. See, this is a knee-jerk reaction to whatever developments that had taken place post-markets yesterday. So the news has played out into the prices, and somehow at least the trading community has had a decent participation. As Adam was actually pointing out, you've seen this is one of the largest recipients of fresh open interest in today's trade, where at least 15 to 17% kind of increment in open interest was seen. So yes, shorts have been created. Now the price action has already taken place, and then the shorts have been created. So these are speculative shorts that are there into the stock. So before you take any stance on it and create a view and take a trade, it makes sense to wait for a day and see to what extent these shorts are getting carried forward, right? And then go ahead and create any positional view. As the shorter term ideas are concerned, you can try and ride momentum. The stock has not been reacting on either on the upside or on the downside after opening that down, so not much left there as well. That's on Nifty. So Infy rather, wait for a day or two and see whether these shorts are getting materialized or not, and then create a view. And there is the BPCL in particular and OMCs in general. Well, very light space in terms of open interest. They've been seeing unwinding since last few expiries. One stock which has not been covering shorts was Reliance Industries, which has seen a large short covering rally this particular expiry. So once again, light, be a little.
Alright, we just seem to have just lost the audio connection out there. We'll just try and reconnect with Bhavin out there. But well, he was just sharing his strategy as far as Infy and BPCL were concerned out there. We'll slip into a quick break right now, but up next, the BJP Central Election Committee will announce today its list of candidates. We'll get you an update on that in just 2 minutes.